Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great evening. So today we want to discuss Xen.game. Now, I'm not very familiar with who's responsible for Xen.game. If my memory serves me correctly, these might be some known people in the Zen crypto space. So I don't think these are just some people who've come out of nowhere. Um, but what I want to get into a bit today is just uh, applications that are on the Zen network, right? That development, and the more of those things you're going to get, the more interest you're going to get from the notoriety of Zen and people want to engage in Zen. Now, what tends to happen with many cryptocurrency projects is it's not long before you start getting whether it be some type of game, gambling game, a contract game, and something to that effect. And for some of us, it's not really a lot of excitement around it. Um, and maybe for others they might enjoy it. But what is clear is that probably when you're dealing in a bear market, not a lot going on, and you want to kind of keep some excitement going. You want other things to exist on these projects beyond just the financial contract part, because what can happen is people can just seem to um, get bored, and it's not much more you can do other than set it and forget it. um, and so if there's some type of interesting project to keep you entertained, if it's something that has some type of game theory that's fun to participate in, and so to speak, these tend to be um, idea for some people, and sometimes they get popular and get very exciting. And of course you have to participate in the cryptocurrency of the platform to be able to engage in these particular games and such. Now, I'm not very familiar with uh, how this game is played as such. I know it feels like one of those contract games where you're locking up, the value's growing as such. You're buying these. It looks like you're buying these keys, um, and you can win these jackpots, right? But here's the thing: none of that's really important to me. Outside of the idea of the referral program that's in association with this particular game, right? And so this is a kind of callback to many other projects that kind of use this as marketing, get popular, getting people to participate on board and such. There's been many projects like that. Now, of course, anytime you're dealing with these type of contract games like this, uh, some of them have been scams, some of them have been rug pulls, and so on. And so I think it's very important that you probably just participate in these things for fun. You go in looking at them like, maybe it's something just to pass the time. But what interests me about it is they are giving off these referral codes that you can obtain to get others to participate. And that's something I don't see a lot in cryptocurrency much anymore. Mostly, I think, due to the scams. I think that they are good marketing tools. I think oftentimes they can work well, and hopefully the intentions of the project is good. Um, but they can also be in association with, depending on the legal framework in your area. If it has anything to do with cryptocurrency, you probably want to be careful and make sure you're not violating any local laws and your municipalities and such. Um, because we've seen certain games that or certain projects that can do that. And like with Btcmyk, we're going to talk about our referral program as well. It's all based on free cryptocurrency. You don't have to buy anything to get it. You don't have to buy anything to participate. You can engage in game-like social media uh, interfaces and activities, and we'll take you over there in a moment. But I think today we want to just focus on the importance of getting people to participate, and not just kind of this mundane effect of sometimes just having these platforms where I'm just kind of putting money in and that's it. And I know sometimes when people minting Zen, they're creating their strategies and such. Yeah, that might be exciting to some. Whereas with others, they may not mint. They might, and so if they don't mint, you have to factor that. Okay, well if they're not minting, they're not participating, and if they're not participating, they're not going to be able to add value to the network. But if you introduce things like referral links, referral programs, like this game seems to be doing, then you're probably going to have people more likely to participate. Now, some other things I haven't discovered because I'm just now checking this out, and I've seen a few videos on it, not a whole lot. I would think there will be more from content influencers because oftentimes what they'll do is they'll try to promote it to their base, right? And then they can gain more value that way. Hasn't happened yet. I will be further looking into it, investigating why it hasn't happened yet. If that's a warning sign or if it's just unaware, they're just unaware to it. And so we'll be looking into all of that. But these type of things can be quite lucrative as well from a monetary stance. And so if you're a person, looking at, that could possibly be something that can work well for you. So hopefully we'll see more ideas like this. I was just saying that I don't know exactly what it takes to get a referral link because that's another thing I don't tend to like about some of these contract games is sometimes they won't release your referral link until you've bought in at a certain level. It can almost be equivalent to being a validator or on a network or something like that. And so, those I tend not to like because then what you're doing is you're kind of condensing down, isolating a lot of participants who could participate. You get a lot more buzz across social media as such, and then thus a lot more monies could be coming in. But if you're doing it in a sense where you're only going to obtain this link if you put in thousands of dollars, then yeah, or you're trying to get this master node or something like that, then of course that's going to stunt down that. It might even look a little bit more scammy if you do that. So I don't know if that's what they're doing here. I don't see a link I can obtain yet. It looks like until I do buy into the contract, which is fine. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that, but I prefer the ones that you don't have to buy in, like Btcmyk. We'll take you over there now. You don't have to buy into that, and I think it's doing pretty well. But just want to shine some attention on just that these platforms, something like Zen, that we're just minting everything, and that's all we kind of doing. We just kind of put it in, hope the price goes up. That in itself, to me, doesn't bring value. Applications do, like applications when you're actually doing something. Again, we're going to show you on Btcmyk what I mean, but something to think about. And you guys can let me know if you're playing the Xen game and what you think about the future of Xen with these various game applications and such on there.